it that draws you in, that calls you to it. But with this chain, it's a different level of significance. It is spiritual, as a lot of cross jewelry is, but sometimes it can also be just as much about the fashion. This is from The Story Within, a sterling silver cross pendant with an 18-inch chain. For under $30, it's 50% off thanks to that clearance price. But when I tell you that it's unique, that it's artisan crafted, that it has an inner message, and you look at that beautiful satin cross, you might think that I am going on and wonder why. I'm going to turn this piece around so that you can see the other side of it. And it can be worn either way. What is inlaid on this side is truly a story that is thousands of years old. That is soil from Jerusalem, from the Mount of Olives in Jerusalem. How incredible is that? Can we come in even closer? Because I would love for you to see what you're getting. I think from afar it almost looks like inlaid, maybe leather or wood of some kind. But when you come in, and you'll be able to feel the texture. Now, it doesn't flake off. This is fine jewelry, and so you'll care for it just the way you would your other fine jewelry pieces. And let me show you the size on this because it does show up well. This is 1 1/4 inches in length, and that includes the bail. And then from side to side, it's 5/8 of an inch. The chain is 18 inches long. Let me see if I can find here so that you can see how this process of inlaying the soil from Jerusalem. And look, I'll even turn it to the side so that you can see how natural all of the highs and lows are. This might be a little bit tricky to do, but I'm hoping Sam is able to ride with me on this. This has, do you see there on the arms of the cross how the soil like lifts up out of that bed of silver? Isn't that neat? So there may be days that you want to wear it like that. There may be days that you just want that satin texture. It's meant to be worn. Gosh, the way that glows and gleams. Isn't that impressive? I mean, it's meant to be worn either way. It's truly your preference. But I think there is something special about having a cross near your heart. That for a lot of us, I know that at least when I wear mine, I like to hold on to it. I'll clutch it. It gives me extra comfort for whatever's happening during the day. But to know that that is against your skin, or that that is what you're touching and loving on throughout the day, is real soil from the Mount of Olives in Jerusalem. But it was designed and it was crafted in Italy. So whether we're talking about, the quality then of this piece and all of that beautiful texturing on whether you see it as the front or the back of the cross, all of that is done in Italy. And then for you to have this incredible strength of what we love about a box chain, so that you could slide your pendant off if you wanted to. But if I were here presenting to you just an 18-inch sterling silver chain, spring ring clasp, right? If we were talking about this for $30, would you be excited? I'd be excited. I would think, oh yes, I always need new chains. But in this case, we're talking about it with an incredible story. A significant story here with the pendant too for $29.66. The QVC price was, when I say that it's 50% off, it's actually a little bit more than that. It was $62. That's what it debuted at from The Story Within. And this is a brand that everything they do has an inner message to it. And obviously in this case, it's all about the soil that's been incorporated into this piece. I do want to touch on care just a little bit more. I told you that you would look after it like any other fine piece of jewelry. And so what that means is not, to avoid like working out in it or any of that, but we do recommend avoiding salt water, for example, or other harsh chemicals. And then you'll just wipe it with a damp cloth as needed, just to keep the silver looking beautiful. The item number is J349914. My mother-in-law collects crosses, and so sometimes I find it, I know when I shop for her for gifts, I always look at crosses, but I often wonder, is that a style that she already has something similar to it? When it comes to this cross, I can say for certain that she does not have it. And so if it is for you and you know you're going to cherish it, great. But I also encourage you to think ahead to some of the women in your life who would appreciate having a piece that incorporates the soil from Jerusalem, but also a fashion look with satin texture if that's what they would want to wear on any given day, and that you can give something that's so incredible for under $30. J349914. Do we still have more jewelry coming up? Oh, I'd say so. We've got these earrings are still on the way, and then I also want you to know